LeBron, Kobe, Tim Duncan. All right, who else goes in there? Let's see. You got to put in Tracy McGrady, right? You got to put in Tracy McGrady. I think that the Rockets are on the verge of winning 20 games in a row. Something ridiculous. Something absolutely ridiculous. And without Yao Ming there, Tracy McGrady's the man. So he's in there. Is he number 4? I don't know. But he's in there. Totally in there. See, I don't want to put Dirk Nowitzki in there because I think he's a top 10 shooter, but he's limited to that. He's a shooter. So I'm not putting Nowitzki in there just yet. He may end up making the list a little later, but not just yet. Chris Paul is a top 10 player in the league. Easily. He's absolutely amazing. So that puts me at 4 or 5. LeBron, Kobe, Duncan, Chris Paul, Steve Nash. There's 5. I may run out of room for D. Wade here. I may have been wrong with my initial thought. I thought he was easily a top 10 player. But I wanted to come back through and look at it and really, really think about who the top 10 players were and see if he belongs in the top 10 or not. I'm sticking with I think he belongs there. I'm searching, I'm thinking about the good teams in the league. The Pistons are a good team, but do they really have a top 10 guy on their team? Or do they just play really well together? Because I think that's what that is. They just have such good chemistry together. I wouldn't give Rasheed Wallace a top 10, or Chauncey Billups, or Rip Hamilton. I don't think any of those guys are top 10 players in the league, but they're a terrific team, no doubt about it. Darren Williams, I think, belongs in the top 10, which is amazing because he was snubbed from the All-Star game. Yet I think he belongs in the top 10 as far as players in the league go. Such a valuable asset to the Utah Jazz. Just an assist machine, and he can also fill it up if he needs to. Darren Williams, to me, is a top 10 player in the league. And it's starting to get kind of hard. What about Jason Kidd? And holy crap, how many players do I have now? LeBron, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Steve Nash, Chris Paul, Darren Williams, Tracy McGrady. That's 7. That's 7 right there. So I only got 3 more spaces. And I'm saying Jason Kidd. I'm really big on Jason Kidd. Oh, it says Shaq. No. Shaq is not one of the top 10 players in the league. He used to be. Oh, I see. You're LOLing. LOLing. Yeah, no, Shaq used to be. Not now. Obviously not now. You got to put Dwayne Wade in there. You've got to put him in there. Because now we're talking about guys like Dirk Nowitzki, who I think is a terrific shooter, but he's absolutely one-dimensional. He is absolutely a one-dimensional player. That's the only aspect of his game is his scoring. Now, granted, that's a pretty big asset to have. The scoring, that's how you win, obviously. But there's so many more things that go with basketball. Why can't a 7-foot guy average double-digit rebounds? Here's a 7-footer who's obviously not clumsy and tripping over himself like a lot of 7-foot guys. Yet somehow he doesn't have the coordination to get down there and average 11 or 12 rebounds a game. Come on, it's terrible. What about block shots? What's he get? Maybe 1 a game? Maybe. Come on. Dirk is much more overrated than a guy like D. Wade. Much more overrated. Absolutely. So, I'm struggling trying to fill in those next 2 spots. I really am. There's some good players in the league, but to me, there's besides the guys I just mentioned, then there's like another tier of guys that are all good players. They're all like B players, B minus. You know what I mean? B to B minus. But they just not good enough to crack the top 10. Who am I missing? I mean, who am I really missing? Kevin Garnett. Okay, I was missing Kevin Garnett. I think that's got me up to like 9, including D Wade. There's one more guy that goes in there. It's tough. Not Gilbert Arenas. He's overrated too. He definitely is. And, ooh, that last spot. Tough one to fill up. You don't know who else is overrated? It says Grant Hill. Grant Hill doesn't quite make the list. He did, however, previously drink Sprite. I don't know, that 10th spot. Listen, Dwayne Wade's in. I've made up my mind. Dwayne Wade is in the top 10. Now, it might be 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th as far as ranking goes, but he's in there. He's in the top 10. A healthy D Wade is in there. Is in the top 10. I'm just trying to name that to get that 5th spot. I can't seem to do it. I mean, Chris Bosh is a really good player. Oh. I'm missing guys like Amari Stoudemire and Dwight Howard. I'll just go Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard will be that 10th spot. So yeah,